course more applied physics.
Okay. Last but not least, UC.
Hello everyone, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. My name is Dejan Weldon. I am with the admissions office at UC Santa Cruz, and I'll be talking about the UC system, the requirements, but of course I'll be giving you highlights about UC Santa Cruz because that's where I'm working at and that's where you guys are close to. So we have 9 undergraduate campuses in the UC system. We've got a map up here for you just to give you an idea of where they're located. We do also have University of California, San Francisco, but that's mostly for our graduate studies only. So for the UC system, we offer bachelor's, master's, and PhDs, so that's something to keep in mind. We are a research institution, and so what does that mean to you guys? That means that the faculty you'll be learning from are going to be doing research, and you'll be able to maybe even partake in that research. So it's really exciting that the people you'll be learning from are actually solving today's real-world problems. So what does the UC have to offer? We offer a wide variety of majors from physical and biological sciences to the School of Engineering. We have psychology, linguistics, art, really something for everyone, and I'd really encourage you to explore what majors you might have interest in or what careers you have interest in to see what schools right for you guys. In the back, I did bring some brochures with me. So we have our admissions guide for UC Santa Cruz in the back. We also have that available online. So information I'm going over tonight will be available to you guys. We have world-class faculty at all of the University of California systems. I like to point out that we're really excited and proud that UC Santa Cruz has the highest ratio of women faculty in the UC system. And actually, Dr. Sandra Faber, just this last year at UC Santa Cruz, received the National Science Medal from President Obama. So we're really proud of our faculty and what they're doing and how you can interact with them. Our students are very engaged in a wide variety of internships, research, and student activities or student government. We have cutting-edge research, as I mentioned previously, and state-of-the-art facilities. So choosing a campus is something just important to think about when you're looking for college. Just think about what programs are available, where you want to go to school, close to home, far from home, or you can be close from home but live on campus and still have that college experience and be a little further away from the parents. Size of the school, if you want to go to a bigger school or a smaller school, these are really good things to think about when you're choosing a college. UC Santa Cruz, as I mentioned, we're a research institution. We're really proud of the fact that we're ranked 2nd in the world for research influence. 2nd in the world. So that means the research that our faculty is doing on campus is being used and cited by other institutions, publications, solving those real-world problems that I was talking about earlier. We have over 62 majors, 45 minors, 54 concentrations. As you can see, there's the whole breadth of majors available. They're continually growing. Again, we're looking at what our students want to learn about, where the career fields are going out there, and what our faculty can offer the students. So most recently, we've offered robotics engineering to our School of Engineering. We were the first in the UC system to offer computer game design. We just recently added Spanish language studies. So again, really interesting stuff is going on.
I think we have in the audience one of those computer game design.
Do we? We have an alum? Excellent, so exciting. Instructor.
Running the program, program for game design.
Amazing, so exciting. Maybe if you have questions afterwards, you know, someone to talk to. We have our freshman admissions requirements up here. I'm sure you guys are familiar with them up here, so I'll just quickly go over them. There are a minimum of 15 A through G courses that you need to complete, 11 of them before your senior year, because we want to see how well you're doing with those, and we don't want you to overload your senior year. We have a minimum requirement up here of a 3.0 for California residents, but again, this is a minimum requirement. And right now our campuses are selective, so you want to do as best as you can to get the best GPA you can to be the best candidate for the UC system. And that is calculated on your A through G courses. And then you do need to make sure you take your SATs or your ACT with writings no later than December of your senior year. Up here again, we have our A through G courses listed, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with those. What I want to point out here is you see the minimum requirements, but then you'll see in math we have 3 years, but 4 years is recommended, and that's because you want to be more competitive. Same for lab sciences, 2 years is the minimum, 3 years is recommended, and language other than English, 2 years is required, 3 years recommended. So you can meet with your counselors here to find out if you're on track for your requirements, and I highly encourage you guys to do that. And then I want you to know at the UC system, we are a comprehensive review, so GPA and test scores are very important, but there are 14 different criteria that we're looking at so we can see you as a person. And I can tell you as someone who reads the applications, we read the application from start to finish looking at absolutely everything for these 14 criteria. These 14 criteria are in the handout, so make sure you get familiar with them. But we just like to keep in mind what life experiences have you had? What kind of achievements have you had? Any leadership skills? So those are some of the examples of things besides GPA and test scores that we're looking at. And then we do require a personal statement from our students. Just think of it like an interview, because we don't get to sit down and meet with you and see how great you guys are. We only have this one opportunity to get to know you. So if you don't have a way of explaining one of those 14 requirements, take the chance on your personal statement to really elaborate on that. We do accept transfer students in the UC system. In fact, 25% of our undergraduate students at UC Santa Cruz come from transferring, and California community colleges get top priority at the UC system. It is a great pathway to the UC, and I highly encourage it if that's something that you're interested in. They have their own requirements, and you can meet with the college counselors at the community college to find out what those are. And please keep in mind of the transfer admission guarantee. This is a great program. It's basically a contract you have as a California community college student with the UC system. So if you take specific classes and get the specific grades in those, you're guaranteed a spot at the University of California for those that participate in the tag. So if you know you're going to the community college, the first thing you do is you ask them about the tag when you meet with the counselors. And also, major preparation is going to be key at community college, so when you transfer to UC, that way you graduate on time once you get there, and you get to get right into the upper division classes. So as we've all been talking about, how much does it cost? We have our budget up here, and again, it is for the entire academic year. So we have, if you're going to live on campus, we do have a 2-year housing guarantee for freshman students. You'll see the tuition and fees is about $14,000 for the entire academic year, but we include foods and housing, personal expenses, transportation. So you're looking at approximately $32,000 for the entire academic year at UC Santa Cruz. However, we do have financial aid. I'm not a financial aid expert, but I want you to know that there are 4 different kinds of financial aid. Make sure you fill out the FAFSA because you never know what you're going to get. And our financial aid office wants you to know that we actually gave $250 million in aid to students last year. So there is aid out there, whether it's loans or grants or scholarships. Make sure you apply. All you need to do is the application for UC and the FAFSA. You'll be considered for scholarships and financial aid. Applying for UC, that's going to happen in November of your senior year in high school. So make sure you keep aware of those dates. There is 1 application for the entire UC system, so you don't have to do 1 for each UC, which is really great. The website is up here, universityofcalifornia.edu/apply, so make sure to head on there when you're ready. And currently the application fee is $70 per UC that you apply to. I want you to know that after we leave today, there's so much information about UC Santa Cruz that I'd love to share with you. So if you have questions or you want to know about upcoming dates and events, the Slug Connection is going to be a great way for you guys to stay connected. If you haven't been to campus, in April we have a great spring tours program available. It's a wonderful opportunity to come to campus, listen to another presentation by someone else, see campus, or even talk to faculty or other students. We also have great email programs, so if you have questions, get a hold of us via email or phone calls. Whatever way you feel comfortable, get a hold of us to ask us questions because we want to be there for you guys. So thank you very much.
I definitely want to thank all of our representatives. The UCs, the students are in the middle of reviewing applications. This is a busy time for them. I know Cabrillo is in the throes of all of their assessment tests. So everybody's really taking out the time. One last round of applause for our principal wants to wrap up with a little bit of information, and then if you want to stay for a little Q&A.
So, our representative from UCSC talked about the personal statement. It's the personal essay, and it's a really important component of the entire application process. And in that writing, students have to be so clear, so succinct, and so, they have to answer the prompt. And oftentimes, students will go on and on. So we're offering, this is our second year. When I came on board as principal last year, I learned that we didn't offer any kind of a college essay writing workshop. And so we offered it last year for a handful of students. Last fall, we had about 15 students who took advantage of it. I was one of the instructors, as well as Joy Hagan, who is a faculty member at UCSC. And we had a really great time working with students, kind of helping them go from that roadblock of, well, how do I answer this, to final products and polishing and editing. So we're going to offer it, and one of the points that the students made as seniors, we offered it in the month of October, right before the November 1 through 30 window. So the personal statement is something that the UCs will require. The CSEs do not require an essay, nor does Cabrillo. However, all of these schools and all the private schools, out-of-state schools, require an essay. And all of the merit scholarships oftentimes will require a personal statement or some kind of a writing demonstration. So I'm offering it again. We're going to offer it as early as the Monday right after graduation this year for our current juniors. So they will have officially graduated, but our juniors right now, there's a yellow handout in the back, and we are asking for a small fee, and partly it's because we've learned through some psychology that if you really want something, you kind of have to pay a small price. So it's a 10-hour session. We're going to go 4 days. We haven't determined the hours, but June 16th through June 19th. It'll probably be late afternoon into the evening. We feed you. We work in the lab, in the computer lab, library, and the students work it out. They work out some of their focus areas. They go from really way out to, I was born at so-and-so hospital. We don't want to know that. We want you to carve it down to one memorable moment, depending on what the prompt is. And so we help the students hone in on answering those personal statement prompts. This is out there on the tables. If you want to put it on the calendar so you can start planning your summer vacations for the juniors, we'll offer it in June and another one in August.
Okay, I want to thank you all for coming. I know you have busy lives, it's really hard to coordinate, students have homework. It's been a lot of information from AP to the different levels, but we hope that it's been informative and useful, and the more well-informed you are, the better the students will make. So thank you all, and happy Valentine's Day to all.
And there's the freshmen who are here already.